Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to try really hard to get through this in one section. Honestly, it's probably going to take two. You guys won't notice because I'll put the videos together. But I asked on my Instagram if you guys would like to see kind of how I lay out my budget. It doesn't get super in-depth. I'm not a professional. It's just a system that has worked for me for a couple of years and it's pretty simple. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. When I do my budget, I also do my monthly overview because my monthly overview has a big part to do with my budget. I used to use the monthly overview only for budget, but now I've kind of incorporated it for other things. So you guys said that you really wanted to see some budget videos, so I'm going to do that for you now. I am using the monthly overview from Sweet Kawaii Design. I am in the Sweet Kawaii Design Cricut Paper Co. collab planner. I love that it's a blank slate. The monthly section is all the monthlies are together in one section. Then you have your weekly, and then you have some extra pages, which I used one of her budget stickers and I just made the back section my budget section, so I will get into that with you guys. The first part of the video here is gonna be me laying down the monthly. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Little man is napping right now, so I might have to stop, go get him. If he's cooperating later, I can bring him back in here while I film. So yeah, I may have to pause, but if you guys are not interested in watching the monthly overview portion or you want to just get to the budget part, I will try to put like a timestamp down the description, but if not, just fast forward through this. So let me show you what you get with the monthly overview kit. Now, not to be confused, this is included in the monthly subscription, but this is not the monthly subscription itself. The monthly subscription comes with the overview plus 3 to 4 weeks worth of weekly stickers as well. You can purchase the monthly overview by itself in the shop, and I do have a discount code for you, Darshell10. It is down in the description as well as at the end of the video. You can see my freebie and all that good stuff. Basically, this comes with your headers. You have some long strips like to use for vacations or whatever, but really, who's vacationing right now? You have your dates, and the thing I like about her days of the week are they are separate, so you can put them however you want. If you want a Sunday start versus a Monday start or whatever. And then the second page, you have this nice little sidebar type strip. I just write some little notes on it with my, like for my Discover cashback and that kind of thing. You have icons, you have a couple bill stickers, paydays, your date squares, they're not dots, they're actually date shamrocks. And then you have a couple of quarter boxes, and then you have your wacky holidays, which I do not use in this planner. If I start my memory planner someday, I will probably use those there. And then you have some full boxes, which I just use more for decoration usually. But anyways, let's get started. I will show you back to February. Super pretty. I actually pulled in some bottom washi from the February monthly kit, the weekly portion. So I might do that here too. We'll see how it kind of works out. Because actually February and March are going to be the same with just a couple of days. So I guess I won't need it. But anywho, I'm going to put the sidebar on the right. That's just kind of what I've always done, so that's why I kept it up. So yeah, this monthly overview seriously is just like, it's just a monthly grid. It's very, very simple. You can really do a lot with this and really customize it. And I believe any standard 7x9 planner monthly overview kits will fit in here. I have not personally tried any other kits. I'm going to use Sweet Kawaii Design because her monthlies are my favorite, but I'm sure any that are geared towards like a recollection or an Erin Condren planner should fit in here. So I am just putting the header pieces on. And then I think, yeah, I do a Monday start. I have to check every time. I don't know why I second guess myself on that, but I do. So I like to use my craft tweezers when it comes to these stickers. I can't think of anything that I would need those like strips for, unless my husband might have some training coming up this spring. We don't know for sure what month, but he would be out of town for a week. So especially with the kiddo, that will be nice to mark that off if that happens. And then I know, not for March, but maybe April or May, we might have some family that's gonna come visit. So that would be really good for that as well. We just don't have that happening yet this year. For those of you that have kiddos in school, which I know school's super weird for the last year, but it would be nice to mark off like a spring break, or if you're a teacher, you know, that kind of thing. That would be very nice too. Okay, let's put this down. And this is a little bit more narrow than the column, so I just kind of center it. I know I've seen some people do some really cute stuff with washi, but yeah, I just center it. And it's a little bit long too, but I kind of just go with that. I don't really mind. I think I might have trimmed it off last month. Yeah, I trimmed it off last month just because I had the washi on the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to this time. I really like that March 1st is on a Monday. It's super satisfying to me when the first day of the month is like, starts on a Monday, just like a fresh start. So the nice thing about this is you don't have, it's undated, you don't have like a specified corner for your number to go in. So you could really put your number wherever you wanted in this planner. If you are putting numbers down, tweezers, craft tweezers, or needle nose tweezers, something are a must for this. It makes it so much easier to do. But since this is kind of slow and tedious, I am going to kind of jump forward. So we will skip past this. So I've literally been sitting here talking to you guys and it wasn't recording. So basically what I did is I got the numbers on, and then I pulled this Simply Gilded washi and I just put it down here on the bottom. I thought the rainbows tied in really nicely together. Yeah, I can't believe I just sat there and talked to you guys. That's super fun. So before I jump into the budget part, I'm going to do just a couple of things. I've got some birthdays. I have 1, 2, 3. I have more birthdays than I do labels here. So I'm actually going to use these boxes for the birthdays. So the first one, my niece's, is on the 6th. So what I'm going to do, I should have done this first, is I'm going to pull up the date cover. I should have thought about this. And then I'm just going to put my full box, if you will, here. And then I can stick my number back. I can stick my number back in that corner. Maybe. I guess I'm better at the numbers upside down. I don't know why. I usually don't use the full boxes that way, but I thought that would be fun. My grandma's birthday is on the 9th. I'm gonna see if I can do it without it being upside down. There we go. I am gonna mark down, oh, I'm gonna change this 13 because it's kind of has a bump in it. I am gonna mark down my son's birthday. I mean, it's his 7-month birthday, but I don't care. It's still his birthday. We're having fun marking the months, at least the first year. And then my father-in-law's is on the 20th. That's a super fun way to use those full boxes, in my opinion. Okay, and then I go through, this will kind of start the budget portion. So I kind of go through and mark my paydays, which are going to be the same as February. So it'll be the 5th. And this helps me with my budget because I'm a visual person. So it really helps me to see the whole month, and then like the pay period weeks. Okay, so that is that part. Now let me grab my album with my bill stickers. So there's 2 bill stickers I really like to use. There's George and Poe, and I think because of the green, I think George will work nicely with this one. Oh, I need to order another sheet of these. All right, so I kind of know some of my bills by heart. I know I have my credit card bills, always due on the 1st. If I can get him straight. There we go. Let's see, the 12th is my Netflix. 21st is Disney Plus. I'll have to look back because I don't remember all of these off the top of my head. Let's see, 18th is my Photoshop bill. And 25th, that's right, 25th is my Apple cloud storage. Hulu is on the 26th. I think that's it. So I need to double check because I've been awful and I've been using Afterpay. That's terrible. I should not be using Afterpay. So, okay, thank goodness I don't have any Afterpay payments in March yet. I didn't have any in February and then it kind of blew up. So that's the first like step with my budget is I put down my bills, which this is looking a lot better than February. February, like I said, with Afterpay, it was kind of a mess. So much better. Okay, so I'm gonna go do my sinking funds part. So I jump back to my budget and I'm gonna I'm gonna pop some sticky notes in here to keep my place. So I kind of have January, I have my personal information covered up. This is what I was doing for sinking funds, but when Tasia was asking what people wanted for budget, I was like, definitely a sinking funds jumbo sticker. So she came up with this. I love it so much. She was like, what's your favorite color? She's so sweet. It looks really, really good. So since it's a little bit smaller than the page, I might like put some washi down just to make it fun. I'm not going to use it for the month of January since this month is like close to being over and it's already done, but I have not done my February budget yet. So I will go ahead and kind of set up February and March. So I like that these are also on her removable sticker paper, so no worries if you don't get it down straight the first time or need to reposition it or whatever. So I'm trying to kind of eyeball where I want this. I think I'm going to line it up with that top line. Kind of like here-ish. And then I just kind of smooth it to get all the little bubbles out. That's not bad. Maybe I could do a different like washi every month. That would be really fun. I don't know. I'll go back and decide if I'm going to add the washi, but right now I really like that. And then let me get one more of those and I'll go ahead and set up March at the same time. I was kind of waiting on February because I knew that those stickers were coming, so I just had to hold off. And then when she made them, I ordered like 6 at a time, so I'd be covered for the first half of the year. All right, so new page, new month. Let's see. Whoop, I'm trying to center it. And it's literally that easy to put those on. And like I said, if you're new or you're struggling, don't worry. They come off the paper. I wouldn't rip it off like super fast. I think it would be okay, but just to be on the safe side, just be gentle with it. And that way you don't warp your vinyl. But look how much better. So pretty. Okay, so let me set up like the left side of the page for February 1st. And I was using a purple highlighter. I think I'm gonna change it to pink because it's gonna match my Sinking Fun sticker. All right, so up here I wrote the month. And then my paycheck, which this is why I put those sticky notes in there to refer back. So actually with February though, my payday, my first one's February 5th. And then since I'm only getting 2, I'm gonna go halfway down the page and the 19th. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry for a second and then I'll highlight it just because it just makes it prettier. And then the first thing I do is I write down how much my income is. This used to be way more fun when I had 2 jobs because I had like 4 to 5 paychecks. It was really nice. Not so much anymore. Okay, so we're gonna put sinking funds aside. These are actually like two pretty separate things. So let me go back and show you how I do this part of the budget. Oh, and of course my battery's flashing. Why wouldn't it? Okay, let's jump back. If this dies, I will pause and come back and talk to you guys about this later. So my paycheck is on the 5th. So I look at February 5th and see all my bills that are on that day all the way up until my next payday, sorry. So I have an afterpay. Oh, before I do that, I have to set up. So I have my bills. The way I write these down is fixed, which is basically like anything that's automatic, that's already coming out. And then I have variable, which is basically stuff that I have to manually go in and pay, like my credit card, because it's a varying amount. It's not the same every month. So this afterpay, it was $465. I write down, I know this seems stupid to budget for $5, but it really helps if you write everything down. And then Netflix. So I was working on February and I stopped because my battery died. Okay, so let's see. So I take everything between February 5th and February 19th and I write down all my bills. So far I have my Afterpay and my Netflix. Let me zoom you guys back in a little bit. And then Afterpay, Netflix, and then I have another Afterpay, and then my Photoshop, another Afterpay. At least they're small amounts. And then, oh shoot, that's payday. So that will go on the next one. My bad. I get going sometimes and don't pay attention, but that is what whiteout is for. Okay. And then once I have all my fixed bills, then I go to my, how did I label it? Variable? Variable, yeah. So I kind of skip a line just to save some room. So my variable stuff would be, number one is my Discover card, because I usually have a balance and I pay it off every month, but this is just because the balance is different. So my Discover, and then I usually put something into savings based on what I have left over, and then cash envelopes. I try to at least put a little bit in spending and a little bit in dining. But if I have enough extra money, then I will split it between all of my cash envelopes, which I have 6 different cash envelopes right now. So that's how I set that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next check as well. So we're starting off with that Afterpay because it is right on payday. And then Disney Plus, and Apple, and then Hulu. And then since my next paycheck is in March, that's why it's kind of nice to be able to have March to reference. So my next, I don't have any bills due before the next payday. So this is it. Now for my last check of the month, my variable will be a little bit different. I still pay my Discover, like I pretty much pay the balance. If that means I have to pull from savings to do that, I do. Usually, I mean, I'll put savings on here, but I mean, obviously, especially if I have to pull from savings to pay my Discover, I'm not putting anything into savings, nor my cash envelopes. But I still write them down just in case. And then the other thing is my sinking funds. So I have to factor in my sinking funds here. So I put it in variable because I do schedule it ahead of time, so it automatically transfers on the first of the month, but I put it here because I can control the amount. So that is pretty much it for this side. Let me go ahead and do my sinking funds. Oh, and then I'm going to highlight the days. Totally not necessary, just fun. Okay, so you want to use a permanent marker pen or a ballpoint pen for your sinking funds. Definitely. Actually, I'm gonna have to do it this way so I can flip back and forth. So this is for my February sinking funds. And I'm pretty much just gonna copy them over from January. So I have all my categories here. So Chewy is the first one. Hair. Yes, I do budget because my hair, I mean, if most of you guys probably know, like hair appointments aren't cheap. I also get my eyebrows done and stuff. I only do it like every other month or so, but I like to budget for it. That way when the time comes, I'm not like having to charge that amount. So yeah. Okay, hair, car maintenance. So this I kind of pull from Dave Ramsey. I don't do Dave Ramsey's program, but like, I mean, he's not wrong. If you have a car, you should know that at any time it can break down. It can need new tires. It can need an oil change. Like there's certain expenses that come with owning a car. Same thing with a house, but my husband takes care of all that. He keeps track of all that. Anywho, so I do put money into a car fund every time. Now, besides like car washes, over the last couple years, I've been really lucky that I haven't had to use any money out of this fund, but there's several $100s. So when I do need something with my car, like new tires or whatever, the money will already be there. So it's gonna be really, really nice. And for my oil, I do get my oil changed in my car, but it was prepaid when I bought my car. So I still have like free ones of that, even though I'm paying for it. It was just already paid years ago. I do include my Amazon Prime because it's 120 bucks a year. So, you know, I break that down $10 a month. That way when June rolls around and it's time to renew, it's already taken care of. And then I've recently added diapers because those are not cheap. And then, so I'm adding in for this month, I signed up. I've been doing this Fit Body program and she had a sale. It was like 100 bucks for the entire year, which really isn't too bad. It's cheaper than my gym membership was. That's how I look at it. It's about $20 a month cheaper than my gym membership. So I just went ahead and signed up for that. That actually renews in March. So that's when the $100 will come out. So I just added an account here so I can budget a little bit this month and a little bit in March. So when it comes out, that money will be done and then I'll take this off. So you can be really flexible with your sinking funds. All right, so I'm gonna transfer, since it's almost the end of the month, some of these things I won't need to pull from in January again. The only thing I have not finalized out is gas because I might still have to fill up my car before the end of the month. So I'm gonna just take my ending balances, and Chewy, I'm starting with 0 because I'm doing something new. Instead of buying pet supplies monthly, I'm buying them in a bigger quantity to get a little bit cheaper rates. So I'm going to buy them every 3 months. So I'm kind of starting at 0 and then I'll kind of build that account back up. Hair, just got my hair cut, so it's down really low. My car maintenance, like I said, pretty high. Registration. So registration's like your car registration. Let me tell you, when it rolls around to that time of the year, instead of having to shell out a few $100, it's super nice to have that money already like accounted for. Professional dues, I have a couple of licenses I have to renew every year. Gas, we don't know yet. Amazon Prime is up to 72. Diapers has $16. Fit Body starts with 0. All right, so then we go to what I'm going to add in. This is where the amount can change. I'm gonna put a total down here because I like to total my categories for a checks and balance. So let's see. So I'm going to add $50 in the Fit Body, change my gas to 10 because I have plenty of money in there, change diapers to 60. I make myself like little notes and stick them in my planner, and then when it comes time, like I remember like my thought process. I'm gonna put 75 in the Chewy, change my car one to 10, and then I kind of see what I added. So I've been putting $50 in my hair one. Registration, I've been putting 10. Professional dues, I've been putting 10. Amazon Prime, 10. So then I add this up. Yes, I'm gonna use a calculator because mom brain. So it's $285 is what I'm going to add in, which this changes. So like last month it was only $220, but since I've added like the Fit Body and like changed a couple things around, that is where we're at. And then once I start spending money out of this account is when I fill in this. And then what I do for my gas, since I get gas more than once a month, I put it on a sticky note, and then at the end of the month I just total it up and put it in there, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then I'll take this total, carry it over for March, you know, so on and so forth. So that February is pretty much set up. Let me go ahead and do March. And you know what? I had an idea. I was actually thinking about this and I just remembered. I have these little die cut calendars, and this might be really nice to use to reference the next month. So I was thinking about putting those in here. You know what I mean? So like when I'm trying to figure out, and I'm going to circle my paychecks, I might do that, even though I'm already done with these, you know, I still think it'll be a good system to start. So these come with the monthly kits, and I never quite, let's put this one over here. I never quite know what to do with them. I've put them on like the front of my planner and stuff before, but I think that's just more for like decoration. I think this will be a really good system to kind of put the coming months in here, so I don't have to flip back and forth quite as much. Yay! Cool. And it's also nice to mark my upcoming paychecks too. So when I get April's, I'll put April's in here. Okay, let me do March. So it's going to be the same as February. So I'm going to run through this real quick here for you guys. I just realized I completely messed up. I also, even though I don't write it down, every paycheck I put $750 into our joint account. I can't believe I messed that up. I usually always put that first, but that's what I get for not referencing the previous month. So I meant to put that in fixed because it's an automatic transfer. So let me go back. I just realized it when I was doing March. Okay, so I pretty much have all my categories filled out. I grabbed a different highlighter. It's more of a purple, but I think it might match better. Yes, I'm just being extra. It really doesn't matter. That's just me. Okay, so even though I am not going to fill the amounts out yet because it's way too early, I'm still going to fill out my categories, I believe. At least the ones I know won't change. And I guess I will put the Fit Body in here because it doesn't come out until the 6th, so I will still be putting some money in. But anyways, that is pretty much it. I am done. Let me kind of clean up my mess a little bit. So yeah, there you guys have it. So that is kind of what I do for my for my monthly overview. I'm gonna put that note there so I don't forget. And then my budget portion. If you guys have any questions at all, definitely let me know and I'll try to help you out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget, you can use my code Darshell10 to get my freebie. I'll post a picture here at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys back here on the next video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.